It's going to be 10 years of the Lunchbox.
You know, I shot my bits in 9 days. That's it. So in 9 days, it was done for me. You know, I had doubts and I was like, I hope I'm not doing the wrong thing by not taking up everything that's coming at me right now.
One thing that you'd steal from these co-stars of yours, Irrfan sir?
Mind.
I remember the post that you shared about your weight loss journey.
Yes.
You said that people made your weight loss journey their business.
It wasn't media related at all. It was just day-to-day people. It was people I knew. It was an observation on the society we live in and on people and how desensitized people can be, where I could have any health reason. You see, I don't really sit and wait for things. You know, life is very interesting. I don't want to burn out and I don't want to pick up projects and just because I just want to stay busy. Because I feel like people move away. They get bored of what you're doing. They're like, oh, she's doing the same thing again and again. We're not interested. So then how do you undo that? You know, it's a double-edged sword, you know. How do you deal with the other side? I'd like to believe that a lot of our actors, when they go abroad and when they work, and you know, the lens that we look at them through changes.
There are certain artists that whenever their names are associated with any project, you just know there's a certain sense of credibility that comes with it. One such artist is sitting right next to me right now, and it's always a delight to see her on screen, and I feel like it's a double delight for me today because I'm getting to sit in her presence and have a conversation with her only on Bollywood Bubble. So Nimrat, welcome to Bollywood Bubble.
Thank you.
Firstly, I have to say, like, School of Lies, I saw the trailer. It's very intriguing. It keeps you on the edge of your seat because you want to find out what's happening. Especially, I feel like whenever it comes to kids, you just have that soft corner. You just have that kind of, you don't want anything bad to happen to them. That instinct that always comes in. For you, when you read the story, was it a little heartbreak kind of or a heavy moment for you because there's a lot going on with the kids in the show?
It was very intriguing for me, and I really felt like it's a very important story because it deals with a subject that we don't speak about often and we don't hear about often. You know, it's a very, very thought-provoking and a compelling story, and I felt like sometimes as an actor, it's your responsibility to become a part of a project so that people will watch it and they will watch it for their reasons, but you want to be one of the reasons, you know, that they might want watch it for. So this is that project for me.
And when you see the kids today and the kind of school life they have, and you compare to kind of the school life you used to have, what is one thing that you feel that today's kids are kind of lacking?
I think what they lack is the free time and the way we used our free time.
Yeah.
I used to just come back home and finish my homework or whatever and just be out playing, you know, in the playground or, you know, just jumping around, just getting your hands dirty in the mud and all kinds of just kiddie things, you know. So I think nowadays kids have too many distractions. They have, you know, screens in front of them all the time. So I wish that they had a little more outdoor experiences like us.
I feel like हमारे टाइम पे वो भी होता था ना, मतलब कि स्कूल में 0 पीरियड का मतलब था मजे करने के लिए. आजकल तो 0 पीरियड में भी लोग अलग-अलग activities. There is so much that the kids have to go through. I see the curriculum of the kids today and I feel like, thank God, I have had my schooling in a good time. It feels actually that today's kids have to face a lot of stress that maybe we did not have to. Because there's a lot of risk.
Yes.
Technologically, I think more responsibility adds up to it.
Yeah.
Also, like, you have had quite a long journey in showbiz, but it never feels that you have been here for so long. You always have that freshness in you. To maintain that, I'm sure must have been a challenge. But how has it been to kind of deal with the weight, with the right kind of projects? Because you have always been very selective about your projects. There's not a lot that you have done, but whatever you have done has been quality. So to wait for the right project and still don't get boggled down by what people say.
Well, I basically see, I don't really sit and wait for things. You know, life is very interesting and I like to keep myself busy with a lot of very interesting activities. I have a very full life. I have a lot of very lovely people I like to, live my life around. And so it's not like, you know, you're sitting at home and doing nothing. But because I feel so strongly about wanting to work for a very, very long time, I don't want to burn out and I don't want to pick up projects and just because I just want to stay busy. The idea doesn't appeal to me. I want to pick up something when it excites me, when I can't imagine life without doing that project. That is most important for me, because it's very important to give yourself breaks, to relax, breathe, travel, refill your tank, refuel, and then come back with renewed energy and pump that into something exciting, and then then magic happens.
Yeah, and also like it's going to be 10 years of the Lunchbox. Firstly, congratulations on that, because that film has been a game changer for you. It brought you a lot of recognition. A lot of people got to know about you. After that, like I'm sure many people would have told you that capitalize on this stardom, capitalize on the popularity of this project, do more work. You still kind of stuck to your guns. You stuck to what you believed in. Was it difficult to kind of deal with those voices around you?
Well, sometimes, I had doubts, and I was like, I hope I'm not doing the wrong thing by not taking up everything that's coming at me right now. I was very grateful for all the opportunities that came to me, but at the same time, I was very, very, mindful that I don't just, pick up work for the sake of staying busy and staying relevant and being visible. I see no sense in that if you're not putting out good quality work. Because I feel like people move away. They get bored of what you're doing. They're like, oh, she's doing the same thing again and again. We're not interested. So then how do you undo that? So it's a double-edged sword. How do you deal with the other side? So this is the side that makes sense to me, and I'm able to deal with everything that this comes with. So that's that.
Yeah, and when you did Homeland, like there's a certain sense of Western fascination that we have in our country. When you do something in the West, people are like, oh, they have gone there, they have done something. Did you see any change of perspective from within the industry towards you when you kind of went there and did a show like Homeland and Wayward Vines after that as well?
Well, yeah, there was a very interesting, sort of a response to me as an actor, which I don't think I would have enjoyed otherwise. People have that fascination, I suppose. I'd like to believe that a lot of our actors, when they go abroad and when they work, and the lens that we look at them through changes. So it's a win-win. There's nothing, there's no downside to it.
Yeah. I remember the post that you shared about your weight loss journey.
Yes.
You said that people made your weight loss journey their business. Your weight gain their business. You are someone who doesn't remain in the spotlight, in the media eye often. You come for your work.
Yes.
You do it, you leave.
Yeah.
You are that kind of person. So when that kind of scrutiny comes, because that is now not on your work, it's on something personal.
Yeah.
Was it difficult to kind of deal with that, all the scrutiny, the criticism, the trolling that was coming through that?
Actually, it wasn't media related at all. It was just day-to-day people. It was people I knew. It was an observation on the society we live in, and on people, and how desensitized people can be. Where I could have any health reason. Well, I had a professional reason for physically being where I was. But my point was actually simply that, there is a lot more to a person than how they look. Your first comment doesn't need to be how much weight have you lost and how much weight have you put on. Surely that person knows. If you can see it, they know. So there is no, intelligence in that being anyone else's business. So that's all. I was just, I was just interested in seeing how people react. I knew I was doing this for work, but what if I was unwell? What if it was some other problem I was going through that, made me put that weight on? I would have been distraught with all that, coming at me.
Yeah, and like as we said, that being selective was your choice, but also you select from what you are offered. So, did you ever feel that somewhere down the line, the industry also kind of lagged in kind of helping you explore yourself as an actress by giving you deserving offers at times?
I feel like all of us feel like we want more, and it's human nature to, get used to something and then want more than that, and then want more than that. So that will always exist. Even today, I feel like I want to do so much more that doesn't come to me. That will exist always. That is not unique to me. I'm not the first actor. I won't be the last. Every person in their profession feels like they want to do more and they should be elsewhere. And I think that's how it should be.
Yeah.
The day you feel like I've done it all, there's nothing else left to do, then you should move ahead and do something else.
Yeah, completely. You have to have that hunger. You have to have that passion. You have to have that desire to do something more. That is, and that I see in you quite effectively, I must say.
Thank you.
And that reflects in your work as well. But after Lunchbox happened, it gained that popularity. One might assume that things would have gotten easier for you to kind of explore and navigate because filmmakers kind of recognize it. Did that happen in reality?
Yes, of course it happened. I mean, Airlift happened. A lot of work internationally happened, which would have never happened had the Lunchbox not happened. So it did.
Yeah. But still, does the rejections kind of still bog you down till date, or have you kind of learned to deal with it?
No, it's all fine. You know, I don't choose to do some projects sometimes. People can't take things too hard, you know, like I don't take things seriously. You just work, whatever works out is for the best, what doesn't work out is even better.
Yeah. And since it's a decade of Lunchbox, I just wanted to ask you, like, what's the fondest memory of you have of the while shooting that film?
You know, I shot my bits in 9 days. That's it. So in 9 days, it was done for me. So it was such a blur. I just remember that was the only film I've ever shot in the local train in Mumbai for, and that was a very unique experience.
One thing that you'd steal from these co-stars of yours, Abhishek.
Oh, he's got a great collection of hoodies.
Okay, Yami.
She's got such a beautiful peaches and cream, you know, complexion. She's a Himachali girl. She's so flawlessly beautiful.
Akshay sir.
His sense of humor.
Okay, Irrfan sir.
Oh, his mind.
I hope we get to talk again soon.
Thank you.
Wishing lots of love and luck for everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Hi, this is Nimrat Kaur and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.